Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lindy, aka Paleo Barbie. For those of you that are new, welcome to the 4th of July collab. So I've got some recipes for you guys, and there's some other great recipes by some other YouTubers that did some grilling, did some desserts, did all the recipes you need for 4th of July. Just check the description down below and go watch all the other videos. So let's get started. Alright guys, so for this salmon rub, you are going to need the following ingredients. You're going to need black pepper, chili lime seasoning from Trader Joe's. If you don't have this or can't get this, you can just use chili powder and lime juice in place of that. Some smoked salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. I prefer smoked paprika, which is what I'm putting in the recipe, but I'm out of that, so I'm just going to use regular paprika this time. And then you're also going to need some swerve. Brown swerve or brown monk fruit sweetener. So we're going to put a tablespoon of each of these in here, 2 tablespoons of our swerve, and then a teaspoon of each of these. And if you're just going to do chili powder, you can do a teaspoon of that and then squeeze some lime on top if you don't have this. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all mixed up. Alright, then you're just going to mix it all together really good. I like to use this, it's a mini little spatulator. I just like to use it to break up that brown sugar. You can also put it through your wire strainer just to get it all nice and fine as possible. And then you're just going to want to mix it up really well before you put it on your salmon. We're waiting for our fire to get ready. We've got our cedar planks soaking in water. You want to do this at least an hour before you cook, so they'll be ready to go. Okay, so while we're waiting on the fire to finish getting ready, we're going to put the planks on there without the salmon for a couple minutes on each side, and then take them back off and go in and put the salmon on, and I'll show you how to season them. We're going to do about 2 minutes each side. Alright, so we brought our planks in, flipped them over and let them about 2 minutes on each side. Now we're going to put some olive oil on the planks and then put some fish on top. And then we'll put some olive oil on our fish and then season our fish with our rub. So let me get these on here and I'll show you how to do it. It's a little bit warm still, but it's not so hot that you can't stand to touch it. At least mine aren't. If you have a brush, you can use a brush. Alright, so now to put the salmon on. I had a big piece of salmon that I cut into 4 pieces, hoping to be able to fit all of them on all these planks, so I don't have to use another one. These 2 will fit together maybe. And these are the salmon, Alaskan salmon that have the skin on the back, is what I'm trying to say. Apparently I've lost the will to talk or something. I don't know. Anyway, so here's the rub. I will personally put some olive oil on the salmon before I forget that step. Just that's the way the rub sticks to it a little better. You could probably use, you can also use avocado oil. So if that's what you have, use that. I'm trying to decide if I should angle these 2, maybe like that. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna do our rub, and you're gonna liberally put it all over the top of it. And this swerve or brown sugar stuff, brown sugar replacement, is going to caramelize, and it's gonna be so good. I'm sure this rub would be good on chicken too. If you wanted multi-purpose, make a big batch. All right, these are good to go, I think. I'm gonna use just a little bit of this over here. And I'm gonna go check on my grill, and then we'll get these on the grill. Got them all on the grill. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the lid, and I'm gonna check them in 10 minutes. All right, let's check them. These are looking so good. They're starting to turn the right color, but they're not quite done. We're gonna leave them another 5 minutes, and I think they're gonna be done. All right, we're gonna check them again, and look, that looks like it's starting to caramelize. It's not quite there yet. I'm gonna go ahead and leave them on another 5 minutes, and that should do it. I just wanna make sure because they're so thick that they get completely done. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this lid for 5 more minutes. All right, guys, we're gonna check them again, and they look done. So when you poke, if they flake like this and they're completely the lighter colored pink, you know that they're done. So and we've got a good caramelization going with the dry rub. So we're gonna go ahead and take them off. All right, guys, those came out so good. I'm so can't wait to eat them. So let's move on, and I'm gonna show you a couple of other recipes, some veggies to go with this, and a side dish. All right, guys, for this side, it's super easy. You're just gonna chop up whatever vegetables you like into big chunks, and we're gonna take those vegetables and we're gonna put them on the skewers and then stick them on the grill. But we're going to season them and add them to, or put some olive oil on them, and you can use whatever seasoning you like. I tend to like to use garlic, salt, pepper, and maybe some Italian seasoning, or my salad seasoning that I love that I talk about all the time. And you're just going to get both sides of them nice and seasoned, and add some olive oil or avocado oil, and then make sure that they're coated really well, and then stick them on the grill. And you're going to grill them until your veggies are tender and your tomatoes are kind of starting to pop a little bit if you're using tomatoes. But that's it. So I don't have to show you how to do these because they're so easy. You just stick them out there, flip them probably one time, and they're good to go. So these make a great side for a barbecue, and you can put whatever vegetables anybody likes. And if someone doesn't like onions, they can take off the onions. If you like mushrooms, you can put mushrooms on there, whatever you like. They make great side dishes. So I'm getting these all done, and I'm going to stick them in on the grill. For this recipe, you're going to need a low-carb elbow macaroni pasta of some sort, whatever brand you choose. You're going to need 4 hard-boiled eggs. You're going to need some celery. I'm using freeze-dried, but you can use fresh celery. You're going to need 1.5 cups of chopped celery. So I'm using my freeze-dried because I don't have any fresh on hand right now since I've been doing carnivore. I didn't buy any this past month, so celery. You need freeze-dried onions. It doesn't matter what brand. This is the brand that I use. You're going to need white pepper, some pink salt, some dill weed, some mayonnaise of your choice, some mustard, avocado or olive oil will work, and some vinegar. Now I'm using apple cider vinegar. You could also use rice vinegar or white vinegar. Whatever you have will work. And just play with it and see which flavor you like the best. I always try to use apple cider vinegar because I think it has better health benefits. If I can, and where possible, I try to use it in recipes. Anyway, so let's get this recipe started. Let's go make our macaroni. So you're going to want to get your pot to a roaring bubble, and just like you would make any macaroni. This is from the Great Low Carb Baking Company. For me personally, it has wheat in it and gluten in it, so I can't really eat this, maybe on occasion, but my husband can. So, and this is a recipe that I've made for him that he really likes, that he grew up eating. And so we're going to go ahead and get this macaroni in there, and it says to cook it for 10 minutes. So it's a little bit longer than regular macaroni. All right, drain your pasta, and I actually let the pasta cook another 5 minutes. I thought it made the texture better. So I would do little taste tests to see it, have it get to the texture of your liking, to what you're used to. Anyways, especially since if you're used to regular macaroni. All right, so we're gonna let this cool because this is a cool salad, and then we'll make the rest of it. Okay, so while we're waiting on the pasta to cool, we're gonna go ahead and put our other ingredients here in our bowl. So let's get started. All right, we need 2 tablespoons of your freeze-dried onions, about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of salt. I'm using the Redmond's real salt. About 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. This is the white pepper I used. About 1/2 teaspoon of dill weed. And that's the one that I used. 2 tablespoons of the vinegar of your choice. And like I said, I used apple cider. 2 tablespoons of the oil of your choice. I used avocado oil. Well, I say of your choice, of a keto, a clean oil. You want to use avocado or olive oil. Would probably be the best choices. 1/4 cup of mayo. 1 cup chopped celery. That's about how much I'm going to put in, give or take. 2 tablespoons of mustard, or you could use mustard powder if you don't have mustard, but most people have mustard. Go ahead and give this a good stir, especially if you're using freeze-dried ingredients, so we can get those wet. All right, to this we're going to add 4 hard-boiled eggs, chopped. We're going to give it a good stir. All right, so we've got that all stirred in, and the last step is to add your macaroni. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this in. I'll try to do it without spilling it everywhere. I might have to put you down for a second. Maybe not. I don't want to waste that precious low-carb, expensive pasta, right? Now I'm going to give this a good stir. All right, guys, and that is it. For the best taste, you want to make this up the day before, or at least hours before, and stick it in the fridge, because all of those ingredients and seasonings will come together and taste amazing. So enjoy this Unpotato salad. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed these recipes. Let me know if you make any of them down below in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.